Hello, everyone. Welcome to the COVID-19 Community Task Force Update. My name is Josh Burnett. I'm the Communications Coordinator for Bartholomew Consolidated School Corporation. Today, we're joined by City of Columbus Mayor Jim Lienhoop, Bartholomew County Commissioner President Carl Lienhoop, and Bartholomew Consolidated School Corporation Superintendent Dr. Jim Roberts. Mayor Lienhoop, would you get us started today?
I'd be glad to. Thank you, Josh. Just so for a point of reference, today is March 25th, and it's 4 p.m. And I tell you that simply because this information changes pretty commonly or pretty regularly, and so we want to be able to explain where we are right now. We just want to repeat two things. Number one, I want you to follow the governor's orders. I want to give you a little bit of an update here in terms of where we are, but we're going to repeat more often than not that you need to stay at home. That's the number one directive that we have for everybody. I want you to understand that staying at home does not mean you have to stay inside. You know, we want you to get out, take a walk, take the dog for a walk, get a little bit of exercise and some fresh air. But we do want you to limit social visits. And by that, I mean just visits to your neighbors, children's play dates. You know, candidly, we try to find a little bit of humor in almost any situation, but we've had, a few folks tell us that, their daughter's dating a guy that they don't approve of. And so this social distancing came at about the right time. But seriously, folks, we do want you to limit your travel to essential travel only. And we define that as the grocery store, the pharmacy, and to work if your work is deemed to be essential. I want to remind you that the governor's stay-at-home order took effect this morning at midnight, and it requires all of us to stay at home unless our trips or activity is considered to be essential. If you're unsure whether your workplace qualifies as essential, they've got a phone number that you can access, 877-820-0890. That's a critical access hotline, and they'll be able to give you some guidance as to whether or not your particular work was essential or not. The governor's stay-at-home order will continue until April 7th, so just keep that in mind. Where you might want to go for information with respect to COVID-19, one that we're particularly interested in trying to direct your attention to is, it's kind of lengthy, but https://covid19communitytaskforce.org. And part of what you can get there is the statistics that are being accumulated by Columbus Regional Health. I'll just share with you that the last numbers I was given were that they have done 304 tests, 6 of them for people who live outside the county, but 304 tests, 224 results are pending, 69 have come back negative, 5 have come back positive. So we're a little bit less than 10% in terms of our number of tests that have come back positive. I want to remind you too that there are plenty of other places to go for information. Columbus Regional Health has a phone number, 812-379-4449. And then we're going to hear in a few minutes from Dr. Roberts. But there are plenty of other websites for either the school corporation or the unemployment office and so forth that you can access directly. I want to provide a couple of thank yous. Earlier today, we received a shipment from the Columbus Chinese Association. They brought us almost 2,000 masks. We're going to give those to our first responders, police and fire, and a few others. And I just want to be able to say thank you. You may recall that we sent about 10,000 masks, the community did, maybe 2 months ago, over to the Wuhan area. And so it's a little nice to see that being repaid a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about rumors and some fraud. We've already received some reports of people going door to door trying to sell tests or test kits. And there is no test kit that's being sold door to door that is effective. If you want to be tested, you need to go through the protocol that Columbus Regional Health has and go to one of their sponsored sites. It's the only place where, there's valid tests. Also want to talk a little bit about enforcement because we've been asked to, debunk a few rumors about that. And, the governor's order encourages people to stay at home. He says it's essential, but he hasn't given yet the Indiana State Police the authority to enforce the order. And until he gives them that, we won't be stopping people, and asking them what they're doing or where they're going. We've had a few folks ask, well, do I need a letter? Do I need a card? Well, maybe you will sometime. You don't need one now. But just pay attention with respect to what you're doing and where you're going, and keep in mind that at this point we're not enforcing this order like you might think. Again, I want to thank all of you that have shown compliance to the governor's directive. I want to thank our healthcare workers, first responders, and all others, particularly the staff people that we have who are directing our response, helping us get the word out. So from the City of Columbus, Mayor's Office, I want to say stay well, stay home, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Lienhoop, for giving us that update. Carl, do you have an update for us from the county?
Good afternoon. I'm Carl Lienhoop, president this year of the Bartholomew County Commissioners. And there are just a couple of things that I would like to emphasize and perhaps even emphasize that Jim may have also talked about. First of all, I do want to commend the community on its behavior today. As I have been to town twice now for different meetings, I have noticed that traffic within the city as well as on the state highways is much reduced. And traffic at our neighborhood grocery stores seems to be lessened as well. I know that limited social contact is tough, but it is still our best weapon in this battle with COVID-19. We've consistently talked about social distancing, but probably even a better term is just physical distancing. We want to, again, encourage you that particularly the elderly or those with health challenges, particularly those maybe with breathing problems, COPD and the like, need to be especially cognizant of this order and try to avoid contact with people. And just I know it's tough. Cabin fever here for about 14 or 15 days is going to be really hard for many people to live with. Like Jim, I want to thank, first of all, several people here in the community. Our hospital has went far and beyond in trying to provide us with the best health care and information that we need in this battle. Also, our Bartholomew County Health Department and all of our first responders, our firefighters, law enforcement, 911 dispatchers, and our emergency preparedness team are going above and beyond to help keep our community safe and yet pull together all the functions that they need to do on a daily basis. So for now, I wish the community well. Please do your part in trying to stay home or at least minimize again the physical contact with other people and try to maintain a 6 to 8 foot distance when you need to converse with people. Have a good day. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mayor Lienhoop and Commissioner Lienhoop, for that update. Today we have joined with us also Dr. Jim Roberts, BCSC Superintendent. And while there is a shelter-in-place order and many places are closed throughout our community, BCSC is still happening right now. Dr. Roberts, could you tell us a little bit about what is going on in our school corporation?
I can do that, Josh. Thank you. Before I jump into some information in regards to the school corporation, I too want to thank this community for their coordinated approach to addressing this coronavirus pandemic. I think that extraordinary people are doing extraordinary things in these extraordinary times, and I appreciate all the efforts of so many people. I do want to remind everyone that our schools are closed until at least Monday, May 4th. That is per the governor. And I think everybody's aware of that, but just a reminder, that means that all school activities too, any athletic events, spring musicals, other really important things like prom are canceled through at least that date of Monday, May the 4th. As a school corporation, there's a song from Imagine Dragons called Whatever It Takes. Listen to a lot of music, and we've kind of taken that whatever it takes mantra on, and we are trying to do that, do whatever it takes to take care of the kids of this community. So a few things that we are doing. One, we are making sure that meals are available to our students each day of the week. so Mondays through Fridays. We are attempting to engage all of our students in relevant learning experiences throughout the course of the week. And we are wanting to be responsive to all of our students all of the time. So going to the meals piece, and again indicating that they are available from Mondays through Fridays of each week. They are being prepared and are available from 11 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. at 4 elementary schools: Clifty Creek, Smith, Schmidt, and Taylorsville. Additionally, we have school buses going to those sites and loading up with food and taking them to about a dozen other sites within the county. And those sites are set there on our web page as well as on our social media sites to check out. But they have evolved a little bit, and they'll continue to evolve over these next few weeks as we see where the needs most lie. Yesterday, Tuesday, March 24th, we did serve over 1,600 meals, and we do expect that number to go up as we continue through these next few weeks. A reminder that meals are free to all children 18 and under. We are counting a person who's 18 years of age as a child, and so meals are free to anybody 18 and under. And it does not matter whether those students go to our schools, our public schools. Anybody who is 18 or under can get a free meal from us at the sites that I've indicated. And then meals are available to adults too, so over 18 years of age at $3.50. We hope that the community will continue, as they've started to this week, take advantage of those opportunities. We do find it as very important that we provide those meals to our kids and to the rest of the community. If there are further questions in regards to our meal service, I would ask people to contact our food service department. That number is 812-376-4462. Again, 812-376-4462. And then I would add, just lastly, in terms of our meals, Columbus East and Columbus North run food pantries throughout the school year. And so we are working to get them available as early as this Friday for people to take advantage of some of the non-perishable items that we have still available at both Columbus East and Columbus North. And additional information will come out of that about that as this week goes on. I guess we're already at Wednesday, so a couple of days from now. So follow, again, our social media sites, visit our website for information about that. In regards to e-learning days and trying to keep our students engaged in their academics, e-learning days are scheduled for Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Each day, our teachers are available from 9 o'clock a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. to make sure they can chat, communicate with their students. Then on Mondays and Fridays, we are taking advantage of waiver days that the governor has provided us. Combining the use of those 3 days of e-learning days, again, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and teachers being available from 9 to 3, those Mondays and Fridays waiver days allow us to get through the end of this school year without having to make up any days. We don't know what will happen as the governor has to evaluate the circumstances, the situation in Indiana over the next many weeks, but it's possible that we might be asked to be closed until the end of the school year, end of May. If that is the case, with the process that we put in place, again, e-learning days, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, waiver days on Mondays and Fridays, that does get us to the end of the year, allow our students to graduate, and does not force us to have makeup days in June or July. So trying to make sure that situation is taken care of. If there are questions regarding our e-learning time, we would ask that people call the hotline at 812-418-0252. Again, 812-418-0252, or email us at elearning@bcsc.k12.in.us, elearning@bcsc.k12.in.us. And just try to take care of the needs of our kids anytime of the week, any hour of the day. We want people to reach out to us, call, whether it's those numbers, or call our administration building, which is 812-376-4234, 812-376-4234. We'll be regularly monitoring those phone calls, checking voicemails, as well as taking emails. Please email me at BCSC Superintendent, which is shortened to SUPT. So bcscsupt@bcsc.k12.in.us. As again, we're monitoring all that information, making sure that we're taking care of whatever need might exist. I've mentioned food. I mentioned what we're trying to do with e-learning days and get this academic stuff delivered. But we know that there are other needs, and we want to be aware of them and do whatever it takes to address those. So as we move forward, we just ask that you stay current with us with the information that we're trying to deliver. Pay attention to our website, which is bcscschools.org, bcscschools.org. Subscribe to our eLerts, as we have some action items that we want people to take action to or with You can subscribe to our eLerts. We send those out as information comes up. And also then follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And doing any of those things does allow you to stay current with our information. So again, thanks to the community. Thanks to all those who are doing just wonderful work to keep us in good stead as we move forward. And thanks, appreciate it.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this community task force update. And thank you all for watching and listening to this regular update. We'll continue to have these conversations as we receive new information and to communicate with you as things arise each and every week. For up-to-date information on how our community is stopping the spread of COVID-19, visit our Community Task Force website. Thank you.